Turmoil for big tech. The Wall Street Journal reporting Facebook considered charging companies access for users' data. This is from internal emails viewed by the Journal. Facebook, not the only technology company facing trouble and potential regulation. Google is facing employee backlash over its Project Dragonfly, which would be a censored search engine for China. Really interesting to note that Google walked away from doing business with the Pentagon and instead chose to do business with China, where they have to censor their search engine. Joining us right now to talk more about that is Tennessee Congressman and Senator-elect Marsha Blackburn. Senator-elect, congratulations to you. Good to see you.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You've been working a lot on this potential, I don't know if you want to call it regulatory response, or what is the response to this in terms of technology? What do you want to see happen within big tech?
What I would like to see happen is passage of the Browser Act, which is privacy regulations. It puts one template in place for the entire ecosystem, whether it is your internet service provider, which is your ISP, or it is one of the edge providers, which is Facebook, Google, Twitter, those companies, big tech. And Maria, they have resisted this. What they wanted was to put all of the privacy regulation on the ISPs. That would have been the 2015 rules that the Obama administration had wanted to put in place. But it needs to be one set of rules for the ecosystem. And then you get into issues past that and the privacy regulations, you get into the other issues which have to do with the operating systems, which is the Google operating system, which you can turn the thing off, pull the SIM card. These devices still are tracking you. And yes, that is an invasion of your privacy.
So is that the big issue? Characterize what the problem is around big tech. They're tracking us all the time and we don't know it. But there's also an issue that you and your colleagues have pointed out about censoring conservative conversation.
That is right. And those are two separate issues. Now, when it comes to privacy, here is what we need to do. We need to make certain that the consumer, the individual that is looking at that computer screen and conducting much of their transactional life online, that they have the ability to say to these different systems, whether it is Google or Facebook or whomever on the edge, no, you do not have access to my sensitive data, and I have the right to block you from using that. And when it comes to non-sensitive data, like your search history, that you can say, I am opting out and reserving to myself, the individual, the right to protect my virtual self online, and you, big tech, cannot use my search data and then turn around and sell that to an advertiser or somebody.
Senator-elect James Freeman here with the Wall Street Journal.
Yes.
I hate to raise a discouraging word because I don't know many people who are more excited about your election than I am. I'm not going to knock your predecessor at this moment, but in this particular issue, do you worry about creating a new internet regulator in Washington? Do you worry about big companies like Facebook benefiting from heavy regulation more than their potential competitors will, who may have a tougher time complying with this kind of regulation?
Yeah, not at all, James. That is why I think it's important that we do light touch privacy standards and put that in place. And we have a privacy regulator in the marketplace now. It's called the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. And having that light touch regulation in place where they are able to say, okay, the individual reserves their privacy. It is the same thing that has happened in the physical space, if you will. And for decades, different retailers and merchants and individuals you conduct transactions with have had affinity programs or loyalty programs. And what you want to do is replicate that in the virtual space and allow the individual to decide what information they want to share and what they want to hold private. As it is right now, big tech can just run roughshod, if you will, over your transactional life online. And they are scooping this information. When you look at things like the Science Project and you see that these Google operating systems will track every single base station that you pass, even with the phone deactivated, if you will.
And so you don't know who to trust. I mean, you've got the technology companies tracking us. You've got China tracking us.